Hey guys, it's Joshua Reviews, and okay, so Christmas is almost upon us. We're getting really close. So I have to speed this up a little bit. I know. Just gotta speed this up a little bit. I had to review this movie because it just fascinated me when I saw the trailer. Like, right away, I was hooked. I had to see this film. A lot of movies and a lot of trailers for movies usually either interest me or they don't. You know, the whole point of a trailer is to get you, invested into this movie that you are possibly wanting to see. Well, I knew right away. When I saw the trailer for Christmas, Bloody Christmas, I had to see this film. But there's one real key element that I noticed. This film was going to be playing in theaters. Theaters. Okay, that's cool. This is a film made by Shudder. And it's from the guy who directed VFW. I haven't seen that film, but I do own it, so I gotta watch it at some point because I've heard really good things. But that movie I heard was really good, so I was like, okay, sign me up. This looks awesome. Guys, I gotta be honest with you. When I sat down in that theater and the movie started, I knew I was in for a good time. I knew that from the get-go. I gotta say, though, my expectations were not met. I didn't like this film. I didn't love this film. You know where this is going. This film, it gave me everything I wanted and more. This film was amazing. This film was a lot of fun. So, I'm sorry for delaying this, but this movie is about a killer Santa Claus. Okay, what's new about that? It's a robot Santa. You know those animatronics you see at the mall or, the freaking stores where it's like a robotic Santa Claus? It's like, ho, 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 The story is that there's a recall on all these, like animatronic robo-Santas. And the one at this toy store basically breaks loose and hunts down our main protagonist throughout the entire night. The best way I can describe this film is if the Terminator met Silent Night, Deadly Night. That is the best way I can describe this film. And I gotta say, I didn't like this film. I didn't love this film. I fucking adore this film. This film was so much fun. I can't even begin to express how much fun I had with this film. This was so entertaining. First and foremost, I don't have any problems with this film. Not one. So I'm just gonna say all the things I liked. Number one, I love the characters. The characters are really likable. That is the one thing everyone that has reviewed this movie has said. All the acting is great. All the writing is great. They feel like real characters. They have real conversations. It's not fake. It's not bullshit. The first 15 to 20 minutes, you're getting to know our two main characters. And it's very well done. They have real and believable conversations. The stuff that they do is very interesting. Well, it's simple and, some may say generic because this is ultimately a slasher. That doesn't matter because you're invested in what the characters are saying because of how believable it is. It's relatable. They talk about what their favorite Christmas movie is, what their favorite horror movie is, what their favorite soundtrack for a movie is. They rank movies. They talk a lot about stuff that most people that are watching this film, like. It's so surprising that after so many shit films that I've seen this month, I finally get something that has good characters and good writing. Everyone is believable in this film. Everyone. Let me just say this, because this is ultimately, not high budget, but by God, this film looks fucking fantastic. This film is shot incredibly well. It's lit very well. This film looks gorgeous. This is the best looking Christmas film I have ever seen, period. This film has great cinematography. It has great editing. It has a fantastic soundtrack. And by God, this film at times can be a little scary. Not scary in the sense of like, oh my God, I'm shaking in my boots, but more like, ooh, that's kind of scary. Like, oh shit. I'm just saying this. Even though you can clearly tell that this Robo Santa is a guy in a suit, holy shit. At the very end, I won't go into details, but let's just say you see a legitimate robot. And oh my God, that thing looked awesome and it scared the dickens out of me. Let me just say this. What's one thing you want in slasher films? Well, most people, just want kills. But you want good, but I want good characters and cool kills because I like to admire the special effects and practical effects. But of course, that's, my Christian side coming out wanting to admire something that's not just people getting slaughtered for the hell of it. But by God, guys, the kills in this film were really graphic. Not on the level of Terrifier 2, but I'd say that movie's like an A+. That's like a 10 out of 10. This film's like probably like a 7.5 or an 8. It's pretty graphic. There's a child who gets killed. He gets axed in the head, and a girl who, I don't know if that's the mom or not, or if it's the sister or whatnot, but someone gets killed and their eye is stabbed through the tip of the axe. It's freaking graphic, and oh my God, I just jumped in my seat when that happened. There were a lot of moments in this movie where I was sitting in the theater and I just jumped out of my seat. I was just in my seat. I was just not cowering, but I was just okay, let's go. There were so many moments like that in this film, guys. I was just in it. It was a roller coaster. It was so much fun. This movie is a very simple concept. Robo Santa kills people. It's a very simple premise. It's literally the Terminator, but in Christmas. But by God, they do everything imaginable. You have smart characters, likable characters, great soundtrack, great cinematography, great scary moments, an intimidating villain. God, this movie gave me everything I wanted and more. I don't know what else I can say, except that this film not only met my expectations, but freaking it just went far and beyond, man. This movie was really good. This is one, if I could rank my favorite movies of the year, it's not in the top 10, but I'd probably say 11 or 12. It's really fucking good. This year has been great for horror films, except the films that I saw on Tubi. Those films were shit. We don't count those. I'm talking Halloween Ends, Pearl, Black Phone, Bodies, 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 Smile, Scream 5, Barbarian, Christmas Bloody Christmas. I'm going to give this film an A+. Go see it. It's in theaters. Please go see it. Unless you have Shudder and you want to watch it for free, you can watch it there. Guys, we're almost done with Christmas month. I'm going to review a movie that involves another killer Santa because I heard some pretty good things. Santa's Sleigh.